Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Neca Cult Classics Series 7. We're looking today at the Exorcist Regan, the Spider Walk version. This is a iconic scene of Regan walking down the stairs, which remarkably only made it to the later remastered version of The Exorcist. I don't believe it was in the initial cut of the movie. At the side there's a poster of The Exorcist. A lot going on, but certainly speaks volumes. A very disturbing poster. Really, as a whole, a very disturbing movie. To this day, Spot still considers it one of the scariest, I think, one of the scariest horror movies to date. On the back of the package, the figures that make up Series 7. Aside from Regan, we've also got Beetlejuice, and we've also got the stuntman from Grindhouse. So if you like Kurt Russell, that's a good figure to pick up. A picture of Regan coming down the stairs. I don't know if you can make it out, but there's several different overlays. You can see here that there's Regan with her head back and her arms spread out. And then on top of that, you can see these really creepy eyes. Right now, children who are watching this video who didn't see the eyes right away are like, "Oh, Spot, why did you show us those eyes?" Yeah, they're right there. Right there. The read-up says, a brand new series comprised of your favorite heroes and villains from classic horror, sci-fi, and action movies. Each figure is highly detailed and comes complete with a movie-accurate accessories and display base. The read-up on Regan says, something almost beyond comprehension is happening to a 12-year-old girl named Regan. Possessed by the devil, she glides spider-like down a full flight of stairs. Her body is contorted and arched backward in a bow, with her head almost touching her feet. A man has been sent for to try and save her. That man is the Exorcist. And then down below it says Regan. This figure, I believe, is 2008. So in case you were wondering how old the figure is, 2008. The sculpt, by the way, has been done by Ray Santelleri? I apologize, Ray. I know you watch these videos. No, you really don't, but what I am going to do is take a bit of a break. I'm going to get this out of package, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at Spider Walk Regan. There's more on the way, guys. Stay tuned. There really isn't a lot to the actual figure. The display piece itself, you can see that it is a carpeted stairwell of 4 steps. We also have the side railing of the stairs as well. Again, there's really not a lot to speak of. I was very surprised actually that they didn't put pegs or anything on the stairs and didn't put peg holes on Regan, but I guess they wanted to do it so that it wasn't ruining the sculpt or the sculpt of the figure to do that. So that is the stairwell. Very basic, but there it is. The Regan itself, however, she is clearly pre-posed. You can see that she is arched back. You could also pretend like she's flying. You know, ah, where's my parachute? The sculpt on her is pretty good. Pretty good. You can see that she's got all these wrinkles and creases in her pajamas, The paint is done really, really well. Zoom in the camera here. Zoom in, zoom. You can see the print of her pajamas. Again, really, really nice work. The sculpt on the hair is done exceptionally well. It looks like it's just a single color, or no multiple washes or anything like that, but still a pretty solid sculpt. Then we go down to her hands. Very childlike hands. Obviously, she's only 12 years old. For some reason, my camera did not like that. Let's make sure it focuses. Also, you see her feet. Like so. She has very limited articulation. Before we do that, let's have a look at her face. Yeah, definitely very creepy. Pretty good sculpt though. Overall, a really, really solid sculpt. Now, as I was mentioning, because she is pre-posed, she really doesn't have a lot of articulation. She basically has a swiveled head. She has swiveled shoulders, which don't make a lot of sense to me. She also has swiveled arms. Again, they don't really make a lot of sense. It's almost like they wanted to put it in there just so that you knew that they could put it in there. If you know what I mean. She does also have a swivel in kind of the leg calf area, at least on the one foot. This foot seems to rotate as well, not really all that well. But I guess to me it seemed like they put the articulation in there just so that they weren't selling you a complete staction piece, which basically would be a piece that just does nothing aside from just doing what it does. I mean, the fact that you can rotate her arms down kind of seems irrelevant because you're likely not going to be displaying her like that. You know, to me it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Especially with the way that the head sculpt is, there really is only one way that you probably will want to display her, and that's to have the arms the other way around. Now, the other way around, this one arm really doesn't make much sense because it's sculpted almost as if the arm's supposed to go that way. When you rotate it that way, you can see that it doesn't quite line up the way it should. And then from there you can get the arm to be correct here. You can kind of have her coming down the stairs. I guess like so. Like that. Kind of like that. I mean, it's clearly, for me, it's clearly a piece that it's more for display purposes than really, you know, play value. It's very unlikely anyways that you would get your child, you know, a Spider Walk Regan. But, you know, I would say for a collector's piece, for a display piece, she displays really, really well. I'm still a little confused the reasoning for the articulation in the shoulders, when clearly there's probably only going to be one way you're going to display her. But I guess they had to put that in there, they just, you know, so that she is not, again, just 100% staction. 100% solid piece of plastic. The sculpt's really done nice. The display, the stairwell is done really, really nice. You either like this figure or you don't like this figure. If you don't like Exorcist, this kind of figure would do nothing for you. It probably would not appeal to you at all. If you do like the movie and you just really like a nice piece just to have on your shelf, I would say the Spider Walk Regan is a nice figure to have. Regan, I'm going to give her a 6.5. At today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Neca Cult Classics Series 7 Exorcist. We're looking today at Spider Walk Regan. He definitely is not having a good time. But thanks for watching as you always do, guys. I'll see you guys next time.